In the shadowy corners of paranormal history, there lies a tale so chilling, it defies rational explanation. This is the story of Annabelle, a seemingly innocent Raggedy Ann doll that harbors a sinister secret. At first glance, she appears harmless, her stitched smile and button eyes betraying nothing of the malevolence within. But make no mistake, this is no ordinary plaything. Annabelle is a conduit for pure evil, a portal to the darkest realms of the supernatural. Locked away in a glass case, adorned with a stark warning that reads, "Positively do not open." Annabelle stands as a grim testament to the unseen forces that lurk just beyond our perception. Her presence has left a trail of destruction, terror, and death in its wake, claiming the sanity and lives of those unfortunate enough to cross her path. The glass that surrounds her is not merely a display case. It's a barrier between our world and the infernal realm she represents. But how did this innocuous doll become a vessel for such unfathomable evil? Our story begins in 1970, in the quaint town of Redacted, where a young nursing student named Donna received what she thought was a charming birthday gift from her mother. Little did she know that this simple act of maternal affection would unleash a chain of events that would forever alter the course of her life and the lives of those around her. Donna, excited by her new acquisition, brought the doll back to the apartment she shared with her roommate, Angie. At first, Annabelle was nothing more than a cute decoration, a nostalgic reminder of simpler times. But as the days passed, an unsettling aura began to permeate their home. It started subtly. The doll would be found in slightly different positions, its glassy eyes seeming to follow the roommates as they moved about their daily lives. Soon, the incidents escalated. Donna and Angie would return home to find Annabelle in entirely different rooms, doors inexplicably locked behind her. The doll's movements defied logic and the laws of physics, leaving the young women increasingly unnerved. They tried to rationalize these occurrences, but deep down, they knew something was terribly wrong. As if the unexplained movements weren't disturbing enough, Donna and Angie began to discover something even more chilling. Scattered throughout their apartment, they found scraps of old parchment paper, bearing crude messages scrawled in childish handwriting. "Help us," one note pleaded. Another ominously warned, "Save Lou," a reference to Angie's boyfriend, who had always regarded the doll with deep suspicion. But the true horror was yet to come. One fateful morning, Donna awoke to find Annabelle in a different position, but this time something was horribly different. Tiny droplets of a red, viscous liquid had appeared on the doll's hands and chest. The substance bore an uncanny resemblance to blood, its crimson hue a stark contrast against Annabelle's faded fabric. Overwhelmed by fear and desperate for answers, Donna and Angie began to entertain a terrifying possibility. Could it be that the spirit of a child was trapped within the doll, crying out for help? The thought was both heartbreaking and horrifying, spurring the young women to seek a way to assist this seemingly tormented soul. Their efforts to help, however, would prove to be a grave mistake. Lou, Angie's boyfriend, had always been skeptical of the doll's supposed supernatural nature. He sensed something far more sinister at play, an evil that went beyond mere ghostly hauntings. His instincts would soon be validated in the most terrifying way imaginable. Late one night, as the apartment lay shrouded in darkness, Lou was jolted awake by an otherworldly sound. Guttural growls emanated from the living room, a cacophony of inhuman noise that sent shivers down his spine. Steeling himself, Lou ventured out to investigate, only to be met with an unseen force of unimaginable malevolence. In an instant, Lou found himself under attack. Invisible claws raked across his body, leaving deep, jagged wounds that appeared as if by magic on his skin. The assault was relentless, defying all logic and reason. As Lou struggled against his unseen assailant, his gaze fell upon Annabelle lying innocently on the floor. In that moment of terror, he could have sworn he saw the doll's stitched mouth curl into a malicious grin. The attack on Lou shattered any illusions about Annabelle's true nature. This was no trapped child's spirit seeking help. The entity inhabiting the doll was something far more ancient and evil. A demon that had latched on to the innocent toy, using it as a vessel to wreak havoc in the mortal world. Desperate and terrified, Donna reached out to the only people she believed could help. Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned demonologists and paranormal investigators. The Warrens, having dealt with countless supernatural phenomena, immediately recognized the gravity of the situation. This was no ordinary haunting. It was a demonic infestation of the highest order. Upon arriving at the apartment, Ed and Lorraine were struck by the oppressive atmosphere that seemed to emanate from Annabelle. Their years of experience had honed their senses to the presence of evil, and this doll radiated malevolence like a dark sun. Without hesitation, they began the arduous process of cleansing the apartment, employing ancient rituals and prayers to drive out the demonic presence. The exorcism-like ceremony was intense, the air thick with tension as the Warrens battled against the unseen forces that had taken root in the doll. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, a sense of peace descended upon the apartment. But the Warrens knew their work was far from over. Annabelle, though temporarily subdued, remained a potent threat. With great caution, Ed Warren carefully placed Annabelle into a specially prepared wooden box, inscribed with powerful religious symbols and blessed with holy water. The container was designed to keep the evil contained within the doll at bay. As an extra precaution, they sealed the box shut, determined to prevent any further manifestations of Annabelle's malevolent power. But even in captivity, Annabelle's curse persisted. During the drive back to the Warrens' home, their car inexplicably malfunctioned multiple times, each incident more dangerous than the last. It was as if the doll was fighting against its imprisonment, lashing out in a final bid for freedom. Today, Annabelle resides in the Warrens' Occult Museum in Connecticut, sealed within a glass case that serves as her permanent prison. Yet, even behind this barrier, her malevolent influence continues to reach out into the world. Those who have dared to mock or challenge Annabelle have met with tragic fates. A priest skeptical of the doll's reputed powers, once taunted Annabelle as he left the museum. Hours later, he was involved in a horrific car accident, narrowly escaping with his life. A young couple, amused by the doll's legend, laughed and made light of her curse. They never made it home, their lives cut short in a devastating motorcycle crash. These incidents serve as chilling reminders of Annabelle's enduring power. She is more than just a curiosity or a local legend. She is a tangible link to the dark forces that exist just beyond the veil of our reality. Her story is a stark warning that evil can manifest in the most unassuming of forms, and that some boundaries are not meant to be crossed. As we conclude this tale of terror, let Annabelle's curse serve as a cautionary tale. In a world where the lines between the natural and supernatural often blur, we must remain vigilant. For in the most innocent of objects, in the simplest of toys, may lurk horrors beyond our comprehension. Annabelle stands as a chilling reminder that some things in this world are never meant to be played with, and that the price of curiosity can be higher than we could ever imagine.